Louisiana beer reviews. We are looking at Gleason 37, Gleason IPA, Steve Gleason IPA from Zach Streif's Port Orleans Brewing Company in New Orleans, Louisiana. Zach Streif, former New Orleans Saints football player, started this company with partners, and this beer was introduced in 2018 in honor of Steve Gleason. Also a former Saints player who is suffering with ALS. And it's really tragic. He's so constricted by that terrible condition. I see him at the Tulane football games, and just you feel terrible for him, you know. But a portion of the proceeds go to a charity that deals with Lou Gehrig's disease. 5.8% alcohol. The IBUs are not listed on the website or on the can. Untapped saying 45. I don't know where they came about that information. They don't give a reference for that. Canned on September 19, 2018. So going on 2 months old. Would have preferred to have it on September 20th, but I just bought it. All right. Hadn't really seen singles until this past week. This week. Say it's a hazy India Pale Ale. At 45 IBUs, I'd put that down as more of a pale ale than an India Pale Ale. 5.8% alcohol. 5 pounds in each batch of, they have Mosaic, Azecca, and Lemondrop hops. It's a 76 out of 100 on Untapped. Well, Beer Advocate and Rate Beer don't have enough written reviews to even really have a score. And this is the first video review for this hazy ale in the world. Okay, fairly thick off-white head. The lighting is dim. Don't really have studio lighting. Yeah, hazy, orange, yellow, or I should say yellow-orange. Yellow-orange, okay. The aroma. Yeah, it's a hop resin, the white bread crust, sugary sweet. The kind of things, and the citrusy notes, the kind of things you would expect from these hazy ales. Pale ale, India Pale Ales, they tend to have this thing going. Some people love it. I could live without it. Don't hate them, never said I hated them. Just said it wasn't really my thing, but some people took it as I was hostile against it. Was never hostile against it. I'm not hostile against sour beers, although I don't really care for them. I have no agenda against sour beers. If you like them, I think you should drink them. Same with these. Yeah. It's following all those patterns, that cereal grain, almost like a bowl of cereal, like breakfast cereal grain. It's hard to describe, but to me it has that, not just this, that style tends to have that. And people will say, yeah, but the resinous qualities are such and such and such. And I say, yeah, but I don't find they don't cancel out that breakfast cereal grain. And even with the sweetness, it almost gets into that. I don't know what brand of cereal it would be. It just seems to have that. I don't know why that's really appealing with a beer. The body tends to be high, medium, nearing heavy, and those they tend to have that this style. These things tend to have that kind of, you know, you have that kind of thick taste or feel with the cereal bowl and the milk, and the grain residue sort of coagulates in the milk, and I find that you get that feeling with these. It's sort of a medium wet dry finish. I'll give it this. There's a lot of bitterness coming into play, and I find that it has more bitterness than you would think it would have with a 45 IBU. That doesn't seem right. I don't know where that's coming from. I'm thinking it's probably more like, at the minimum 55, more like 55 to 60 international bitterness units. So yeah, it does seem to be more India Pale Ale hazy concoction item than just Pale Ale hazy concoction item. Oh, I think it can hang with all the rest of the style really. It's probably more bitter and exuberant in the hop area than those others. I mean, many of the others, not all. I think the Voodoo Ranger Hazy one, I can't remember the name, the Hazy, is really nice also like this one. And I don't really care generally for the Voodoo, New Belgium Voodoo, any of those IPAs. There's something fleshy in the hops with those. This one is not really in that area. This type of hop, this hop combination is not super appealing to me. Although I thought a lot of the Stone ones, the ones from Stone, really were sort of offensive in that area. This doesn't get too much into that area. Oh well, I would say it's a, you could lowball it to lowball it to B plus and upgrade it to A minus. So let's say between B plus and A minus, let's cut it even at an A minus 90, the low A minus, 90 out of 100. So there's room. There could be better, 10-point area there, but I think it's about what I expected. So you can get some good beers from Port Orleans. I would recommend it, especially if you're liking this style, if you're a fan of it. So, Les Bon Ton Relais, an excellent beer to an extent from Port Orleans, and I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.